Now, many questions have been directed at Malaysia Airlines since its plane went missing, and most have been unanswered. CCTV's James Chau spoke exclusively with the company's CEO, Ahmad Jauhari Yahya. He started by asking if the airline was any closer to locating the aircraft.
After 7 days of not locating the aircraft, it's unprecedented in civil aviation history. Now, this is a modern aircraft with lots and lots of equipment on board, and I think we and I think many others are equally puzzled why we're unable to locate it after 7 days. We are putting all effort. I do know the Civil Aviation Authorities of Malaysia is putting all effort, including a lot of multinational help. This is also completely unprecedented that we have about 13 nations, including China, providing assistance in order to locate the aircraft.
This is the first of its kind, not only in your airline's history, but in aviation history. Of all the experiences that you've accumulated in the last week, what do you think will be the game changer in locating that plane?
Well, I know the authorities are going through all evidence, all evidence relating to this flight. That includes radar track, that includes any signals from the aircraft, everything. I don't think we're leaving anything covered these days. I know the civil aviation authorities are getting help from the Americans, for example. I think they're also getting help from also the Chinese authorities, also extending some help. I think many investigation boards around the world actually offering help. So we are sharing a lot of this, what I understand, all the data, evidence and all that with them in order to locate this aircraft.
I want to clarify that point there, because a lot of the families and other people in Beijing have said that Malaysian Airlines hasn't told them the whole truth. Do you reassure us today that you have shared everything as a company that you know?
We have shared everything as a company we know to our next of kin, not only in Beijing but also in Malaysia. I don't think we're hiding anything. There's no reason to hide anything.
In the absence of facts, naturally there's been a flurry of speculation. One such fact, though, is that Malaysian Airlines reported a loss last year of about $360 million. Is that in any way linked to what happened last week? Were there any cuts in processes, in safety?
Malaysia Airlines do not compromise safety.
Your staff, meanwhile, are still in Beijing. Many of them were flown over here the next morning from Kuala Lumpur, and caregivers and, of course, management level, they're very much on the front lines of growing hostility, especially amongst the families there. Are they equipped to handle a crisis of this magnitude, and as you said and is widely accepted, a crisis that simply has never been seen before?
We do have our crisis management workshop in terms of handling crisis. We do simulation of crisis events, I call it, right? But this is unprecedented. We don't have an aircraft missing for 7 days. Normally, when there is an incident, you normally will get it. You normally will locate something within a day, right? So to have no answers after 7 days, and I can sympathize with the family members, and we do know even our own crew and the members of our own crew. I mean, seeing them every day when you do not have anything more to say in terms of where the aircraft is very, very difficult. I can understand the family members, right? But at the same time, also, I think they have to also understand that, we are trying our best. Everyone is trying their best. I think the civil authorities here, they're looking at the Civil Aviation Authority, the government, talking about the whole country is actually involved in.
I want to finish off with the families, because you've described the next of kin and the care for the next of kin as your first priority as CEO of Malaysian Airlines. So many of the families in Beijing especially have said from the first day till now that they felt there was a lack of clarity, there was some confusion, there was a lack of information. Let's move past that, though. I wanted to give this opportunity because many of them will be watching now. Is there anything that you'd want to tell them and to reassure them?
We want to take care of you, okay? That's our first priority. Please let us take care of you. We are sharing whatever information we have to you. In fact, we made a commitment to all our next of kin. If we locate the aircraft, I'm looking at the authorities here, locate the aircraft, the next of kin will be the first to be notified, not the media. Yeah? And we really want to help you. It's our responsibility.
That was James Chau talking to the CEO of Malaysian Airlines.